Welcome to the first conference for young professionals on culture, global procurement, business, where it's going. We have a lot to do.
I'm more than 20 years in Philips. I started in finance. I did many different finance roles. I spent more than 10 years in Asia. And that was a life-altering experience. We celebrated just 2 weeks ago the 120-year anniversary of Philips. But talent development for us is how do we create our future leadership bench strength. And that is basically where you are here.
And Philips has always been a long-standing talent building company in terms of philosophy. And we said, hey, let's go to this market and see what we can do with the talent that is available in the market. We launched the program. I will take you through the details of the program. And we said, let's bring at least 20 people from these markets and see how this program runs. So the overall program is spread over 2 years. During the 2 years, the person moves from home to 2 other markets and comes back to the home country. The whole intention is to give a kind of cultural roller coaster, if you call it so.
You truly have to understand the people you're working with, truly understand the cultural psyche of the people. So if you have ever been to India, you would recognize the picture on the right. Back in India, if I have to meet someone, I usually go right up to the person, talk to him as he's doing his work. I need not schedule an appointment. I can just go by and sit by him and that's it. I get my work done. But when I came here, I kind of observed that if you have to meet someone, you have to book an appointment with that person at least a week in advance. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
I went to Singapore and we had a chance to go to Brazil with my Dutch boss. And actually, we come to visit this supplier and we started. Because in Brazil, that's what we do, we kiss. And my boss' eyes got like this big. He was shocked. And it's like, okay, you're kissing your supplier. In Japan, if you go and you're waiting already to bow to everyone, don't be surprised if the guy comes already with a hand to shake your hands.
What is the price you have to pay when you buy sustainable? No, that's not the case. What's the price you have to pay when you are buying not sustainable? It's a matter of that when you want to be a multinational company, that you need sustainability as part of your package.
My very initial negotiations were a lot with Japanese suppliers. I was that yellow dot, yeah, right at the end of the table, lowest in rank. But when the salesperson, the guy on the red, wants to ask something to me, he was asking the question via our CPO, and then our CPO directed the question to me, and then I had to answer again back via our CPO, again to the sales guy.
This is 21st of August last year. On the 21st of August, we exceeded nature's budget, which means on the 21st of August last year, we consumed a whole year of natural resources from the globe. Yes? And between the 21st and the 31st of December, we consumed 150%. So 1.5 globe last year. And this year, it will not be the 21st of August, it will be earlier. Yes? And next year, it will be earlier again. And this is a very dangerous situation we are living in. This is not sustainable. And this is, for me, as a private person, when I saw it, when I was confronted, it's a shock. And we have to do something about it.
I can only recommend everybody in the community to take the opportunity and take the chance, if you have, to leverage your skills globally and to take some experience in different cultures, in different countries. That will enrich you as a professional, but also enrich you as a person.
It makes sense to value intercultural negotiations on the basis of the value you are giving to those contacts and on the simplicity with which and the ease with which you prepare for it.
Some societies are very egalitarian, and everybody is looked upon as one member of society who is valid in its own values, or in his or her own values. The Dutch society is much more egalitarian as the Belgian one. The example we got from in Japan You sit according to the hierarchy at the table of the negotiation, and the red guy is in front of the red guy, and the yellow dot is in front of the yellow dot, and the purple one in front of the purple one. This is very hierarchical. It's not thinking in terms of egalitarian society. This is a map of Europe in terms of power distance, just a map of Europe. It shows you that Belgium and France and Russia are among the most hierarchical societies in the world.
Is it always right to fit in with that culture and conform to the, bowing to the right level? Or do you sometimes usurp those rules and use that to, is it advantageous or not? I don't know.
So I'm pretty much convinced that Japanese and Chinese people know that if they're sitting in front of a Dutch person or a British person, that they know that this person will not be Japanese and Chinese and will not behave according to the rules of Chinese culture and Japanese culture to the full extent. They might even loathe it if you do, because they would know that this is just a gesture. So be yourself. That will be more appreciated than just adapting at what any price you name it.
Folks, have a good lunch. Enjoy.
We are surrounded by different rhythm worlds around us. And the first rhythm world would be your body. Then I went to a musician and I said, can we look at the traditional music styles for these three culture types and find out what is the basic beat in these three cultures. So I brought along these music clips. See whether you can adjust your style of dancing to this Uganda chicken dance. You get a different dance. No personal involvement, at least not as much with the people you work with. Maybe very much involved with your spreadsheets. Did you find your own country? Yeah? And if you put this on the world map, this is what you get. And just to bring into your awareness that linear active, the blue, is in the minority.
I don't have time or need for all of these cultural dynamics. I use common sense.
You actually develop a kind of common sense, so you can trust yourself more because you've been in a similar situation before. So I think, and then you can decide faster.
The cultural dynamics is quite like sports, where if you practice, have the knowledge of it, and know more about it, you're ready for the unexpected.
You should invest more time in cultural differences than I ever had the opportunity. And I think it's extremely important to understand it and spend time to understand it.
Now, I want to wrap this up, but I want a last word from each one of the panel members.
Purchasing can change a lot in the behavior of people that we don't use today.
Because I completely agree, just do it.
This was a very, very inspiring event. And it shows that you guys have the future.
But hopefully you guys will be chasing up for these roles quickly.
I would like to close with our slogan, never stop asking, keep curious. Thank you very much.
I would say stay open, postpone assumptions and judgments as long as you can, so that you stay open for any insights, any ideas, any experiences. And don't feel hurt too quickly. Don't take yourself too seriously.